Hey, Algebra 1, Coach Trent here. Hope you're doing good and staying out of trouble. I know that you're probably working hard around the house. Whatever you're doing, making sure you're being good to your parents. Now I need to talk to you about Algebra 1 today. We are doing in Algebra 1 for this week, Unit 2, homework number 2. So I'm going to do 2 problems for you. I'm going to do them rather quickly, but I know that you can always stop and go back on your videos and you can slow it down for yourself when you need to. So I'm going to work number 4 and then I'm going to work number 11 off of your notes. And then of course you have your work. Make sure that you're looking at your notes and then look for the problems that are similar to the notes that you do. And your notes of course are already filled out. If you do end up having any questions, feel free to email me or send me a message on the Google Classroom. All right, so here we go. Number 4, we're dealing with solving equations. And notice that the variables are on both sides of the equal sign. So with them being on both sides of the equal sign, in order to solve, you have to move the variables all to one side of the equal sign. We're used to seeing it on the left side. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move my variables to the left side, all the numbers, all the constants, all the numbers without the variables to the other side, the right side, and then we'll solve. Remember, your last step when you solve is usually division by the number that's in front of the variable. So here we go. On this equation, 12 minus 2u equals 9u plus 45. Notice that there's a 9u on the right side. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of my variables first. So I'm going to move this 9u to this side. That means it's a positive 9u over here. So I need to subtract. 9u to make that a 0, to zero that out and move it to the other side. So it'll also be a negative 9u over here. And then what I have left is 12. And then a negative 2u and a negative 9u makes that a negative 11u. My u went away over here. My negative 9u zeroed out. And it leaves me just plus 45, a positive 45 over there. All right, now I have all my variables on the left side of the equal sign, but I have a number still over here. Remember, you have to have u equals at the end for a final answer. So that 12 needs to not be here. So for me to get rid of it, to move it back over here, I'm going to have to minus 9u. So if I subtract, minus the 12. I'm going to subtract the 12 to both sides. And so that leaves me a negative 11u equals, and then 45 minus 12 is going to be 33. And then, remember, my u, I want it by myself, so I got to get rid of the negative 11. We do that by dividing by negative 11 to both sides. So that leaves me now just u equals 33 divided by negative 11 is negative 3. So u equals negative 3. Okay. Now, let's go to number 11. Now, I picked number 4 and number 11 because they look like they may be as hard as any of the ones you'll see. Number 4 was on the first page of your notes. Number 11 is on the second page of your notes. Now, you know and remember that whenever you're solving equations and you see parentheses, you have to take care of the parentheses first. And when you see parentheses, it means that you're going to be distributing whatever number is in front of the parentheses times every term that is inside of the parentheses. So that means here, I'll be multiplying negative 1. I'll be multiplying negative 1, because if it's not a number there, it's understood, right? Remember, negative 1 times x, so it's going to give me a negative x. And then negative 1 times negative 18, a negative times a negative is going to make that a positive 18. And I'm just going to bring down my 5x because I haven't done anything with it yet. And then over here, I need to do this first, the parentheses. So negative 2 times x is a negative 2x. And negative 2 times positive or plus 15 is a negative 30. And then I'm going to bring down my 6 because I haven't done anything with that 6. So all we've done is taken care of the parentheses. So now we have another equation here that has, because we're taking care of parentheses, we need to look and notice that we're starting to have some like terms on the same side of the equal sign, that we need to combine those to make this a little easier for ourselves. So we need to put together like terms. Here's 2 terms with an x in it. Now remember, you can only combine the like terms that are on the same side of the equal sign. So here's our equal sign right through here. So I can't deal with that x when I'm looking at these at the same time. All right, so that x is still over there. Negative 2x is over there. 5x minus 1x is 4x. Okay, I use those 2. That became 4x. I'm going to bring down my plus 18. Haven't done anything with that yet. And over here, I have 2 terms that are alike. And when I say alike, that means they don't have an x with it. They have no variable. They're just constants. But they're alike terms. They're like terms. So 6 minus 30. So when you have 6 minus 30, you're going to end up with a negative 24. And we haven't done anything yet with that negative 2x. So bring that down. And notice that our tough looking equation has gotten a lot simpler looking. We still got to take care of our algebra in order to solve for x. So we need to get our x's on the left side of the equal sign and all our numbers on the other side. So let's always take care of the variable first, just a habit. So I want my x on the left side. 4x is already over there, so I don't move it. That negative 2x is on the right side. I need to get it over here. So to do that, I do the opposite. Remember, you always do the inverse to zero it out. And whatever you do over there, you have to do the same thing on both sides of the equal sign. So now I have 6x plus 18 equals negative 24. That's zeroed out over there. So now it's getting shorter, little bit by little bit. What do I need to do next? I want my x all by itself. So the 18 is in the wrong place. It needs to be away from the x on the other side of the equal sign. So how am I going to get rid of that 18? I'm going to zero it out by doing what? Its inverse. So minus 18 to both sides. Whatever you do to an equation, you can do anything you want to, but you have to do it to both sides of the equal sign. So in this case, we're subtracting 18 to both sides of the equal sign. So we take care of that. That zeroes out and leaves us 6x equals, and over here, a negative 24, and the negative 18 gives us a negative 42. We're almost there. We need it to be x equals, so notice that we still have a number with the x, it's 6. That 6 has got to go so that we have x by itself. Remember, we end up dividing by whatever number is in front of the x. So we need to divide both sides by what? By 6. So what we have left after we divide by 6 is x equals a negative 42 divided by 6 is going to give us a negative 7. So x equals -7. Now, yeah, there's a few steps. And by the way, you need to be showing your work. Okay, you need to be showing your work. I mentioned that way back, but that's been in March. Might have forgot by now. But some of you are sometimes just sending me answers, and that's okay, but I'm not going to be able to give you full credit if you're not showing some of your work. Notice here, I had to show several steps. You can't just go from here to an answer without doing some kind of a work on paper. So you need to be showing that. Make sure that you can get your full 100. If you're doing well, you know, and you're getting all the right answers, you want your full credit. So show your work the best that you can. All right. Been missing you guys. I know that we're not going to probably see each other. Now we're at the end of April. Can you believe it? Almost in May. Then there's just a few weeks left. And it looks like it's already been decided that we're not coming back. So do the best you can. We'll see each other in August. And you'll be not a freshman anymore. You'll be a big dog sophomore. So I'll see you then. Take care.